Hey guys, it's Dal, and tonight I'm going to do character creation for Dungeons & Dragons Neverwinter, the new free-to-play MMO by Cryptic and Perfect World. I was really stoked about this about a year ago when I first heard they were coming out with it, but it's gotten so many mixed reviews and it's changed hands, and I don't know, I haven't really... For free-to-play, it's awesome so far, but to be fair, it is only in beta, so I did dick around a little bit, but I'm going to be joined by the Sergeant Punishment and the Disaster Crafter, a couple of Brits, I guess, so it's going to be kind of fun, I guess. Be my first multiplayer on channel, so that should be fun. Now I watched Sarge's video, and let's face it, he's a total noob. He doesn't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons. I would almost say he doesn't know much about MMOs, but that would just be mean, and I'm not really a mean guy. I talk a lot of smack though. Anyway, let's get into it. A new character. We're gonna be playing on Mind Flayer. All right. Good. I'm going to go through this, basically because the Neverwinter story, the story for this game, was all done, again, by Salvatore. Many of you will know I'm just a total dweeb about Salvatore. Do people even use dweeb anymore? I know it was huge in the 90s. There was a candy named Dweebs, and those were fantastic. Anyway, that would be the city of Neverwinter. I believe that's Valindra. Anyway, all the backstory you want for this, you can actually find in Salvatore's last, I'd say, 5 or 6 novels. The most recent being the Neverwinter trilogy, which was actually kind of written as a prequel backstory to this game. Ooh, lightning. That would be a blue dragon Dracolich. For ooh, we've got Tiefling Sorcerer, priest, or a cleric, fighter, looks like a great weapon fighter, and a rogue. We are only gonna have a party of 3, but anyway, back to the story. What happens is Wizards of the Coast went from Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 to D&D 4.0, and in that transition, a lot of politics happened within the company. It was split. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that. I'm not even going to announce my views, but that was amazing. She cut that shoulder plate off. The rules lawyer in me loves that. She took that plate mail off before she started using some rogue talents, some rogue skills, which looks like they might be leading into Shadow Dancer. I'll be honest, I didn't play 4.0. I went the other way and went with Pathfinder to play technically 3.75 D&D. Anyway, this story begins, well, after the Transitions trilogy by Salvatore, which was the first 3 of the aforementioned 6 novels, or maybe 5, I don't know. I don't know if the last one's out yet or not. I'll have to check, and I will post if it is. The first 3 Transitions, a lot of you will know Drist, the Dark Elf, and the Companions of the Hall, Wolfgar and Brunor, and Ketty Bree, and everything like that. Well, Transitions kind of let's try. Yeah, obviously, it's a transition between. It happens about 100 years of time pass between the last of the really epic Companions of Mithril Hall stories to this new era where obviously Drist and at that point Brunor being the long-lived races, while the rest of them being human, didn't live into this era. But regardless, so pick up the Transitions trilogy, and then after that, read the Neverwinter trilogy, which is the first book is called Gauntlgrym, with Tristan Brunor, and then the next one would be called. I think it was called self-titled. It was Neverwinter, and I don't know if the third one's out. But graphics on this, I will give a 9 for these graphics. I really like them. I believe that giant hulking beast is one of the Shadow Bar. I think.
Rise, my children.
And the Archlich Valindra. Right. Actually, I think the Draco Lich, now that I think about it, might... Oh, I don't want to give away spoilers. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say anything. Read the books. Period. Read the books. They're definitely awesome. I've been reading them since I've been playing D&D and reading those books since I was freaking like 13, and that was, let's just say, about 20 years now. Close enough. All right. Got our races here. We got our half-orcs. If you mouse over down here, ability scores give you your bonuses. There are no actual penalties, racial penalties. But you can actually kind of really tell if you just take a minute to look over some of these what would be really good as far as classes go. There are, right now, there are only 5. This is going to be for the Drow, I'm assuming. Again, this is only in beta, but we'll find out. Ability scores, 2 dex, and then you can choose 2 con or 2 strength. So you're going to want a rogue or a fighter for a half-orc. Human can be anything because they don't get +2 and +2. They only get straight up +2, but they also get bonus feats and versatile defense. So obviously fighting is probably, I mean, warfare has been called the mankind's greatest art form. So I guess that would make sense. Dwarfs, ability scores, again, stand your ground, something for knockback, cast iron stomach for dots. And ability scores is con and then either strength or wisdom, so that would make them fighter clerics as a general rule. Elven accuracy, higher crits, your dex, so you're talking rogues. Dex, int, or wisdom. I'm not sure how wisdom will affect skills in this. I know it does in tabletop 3.7.5 and 3.5 and everything like that. Again, not familiar with the 4.0 rules, but we'll find out. So you're looking at mage, possibly a rogue, and quite possibly a cleric as well. Half-elves, really the only thing they're good for, I don't know what charisma is for in this. I know there are no bards, so I really have no idea what charisma is even going to be used for in this. It might be for interactions with NPCs, I don't know. It might help there. Knack for success also kind of lends to that. You get more gold and everything. Dilettante, +1 non-class ability scores. Tiefling, so anyway, yeah. Aside from charisma, about the only thing I can see that they're good for is clerics. Tieflings are your other sorcerer class, your other mage class. Halflings, charisma, a con, so dex. I'm gonna guess rogue there also. But all right, for those of you that watch Disaster Craft, sorry guys. They're all limeys to me. Oh, did I say that out loud? No. Sarge already rolled up a half-elven great weapon fighter. Now, if it were me, I'd have taken a half-orc, a human, or a dwarf to play a fighter. But it wasn't me, and I have probably a little bit more foreknowledge of probably what I'm getting into. And after a little bit of discussion on Skype, we decided that Disaster Crafter, I got it right this time, Disaster Crafter is going to play our tank. So hopefully he does pick a half-orc, a human, or a dwarf, and then goes fighter with him. And I'm going to play, we're going to need a healer. It's going to, or we're all going to die. Not only that, they're both British, and I'm going to be the American of the group. So if they decide they just want to start talking a lot of British smack about me, I can just you know, stop healing them. So, and I will go with a half elf. I think it's either, I didn't want to go to dwarf, but all of my MMO characters have been elven or half elven of some sort. I don't want to do this because I know Disaster Crafter took one. I could go human, I suppose, but I gotta stay in keeping with my, you know, 10-year history of playing elves or mixed race elves. Man, I can't talk. All right, we're already 10 minutes into this, and I haven't done a goddamn thing but talk. So let's get started. Right, so you get your classes. Your devoted cleric is your healer class. Your control wizard is your ranged class. Your great weapon fighter is is obviously melee DPS. Trickster Rogue is going to be another melee DPS. This, I don't remember what they were going to open up for this, but this is coming with the Drow pack when they get the Drow figured out. And Guardian Fighter is your tank. Those are your 5 classes. I'm hoping that somehow they fix it. They fix it so that you can dual class like you can in the tabletop game or multi-class. But for now, I mean, this is fine. It's free to play too, also, so it's not like I'm expecting an insane amount of, oh my gosh, what are you guys doing? You're pissing me off. I mean, I've been on the forums. I've seen people just whining and complaining, and then you know, I've seen other mixed reviews again. So far, I really don't have anything to complain about. I mean, it's an MMO. I played WoW for years. I played Rift for about a year. Let a guild on that, and it's just like, well, whatever. You know, it's pretty simple. If you've played MMOs before, you'll know where you're going. I've noticed the dungeoneering ability makes it so you don't absolutely have to have a rogue in your party, because it lets you see traps and collect artifacts to sell. So that was one of my main concerns about us not having it until I actually looked at it and said, oh, well, okay, they've got... The fighters have dungeoneering abilities too. So anyway, Devoted Cleric. Devoted Cleric Dal. Continue. Right, so... Look here, your primary ability is Wisdom, your secondaries are Cha and Strength. I noticed the rolling on this is kind of hokey. You got your... You can choose your racials, you know, whichever ones you want to choose. But basically, after about 6 or so rolls, you're not really going to get these to change any different than what you've seen. So, we'll see what I can get. 18... I don't need 16 Strength. 19... I'm gonna go... Man, I don't know what Charisma actually does in this, but... 19, 13... 20, 13... 13... 12 Con... I'm gonna go with that. I need a 20. I need a +5 modifier as opposed to a +4 for my primary. So, good. Alright, let's get this done. Now, I don't know how many of you know what Dal looks like, but that's probably about as close as I'm going to get. We're going to customize the absolute crap out of this. Natural hair. You can zoom in here, which we'll do. I got a mouse wheel, so I'm just going to scroll in that way. Right, so that looks good for the head shape. Looks pretty natural. Hair. He's long and draped. How's he look? He looks saucy. Long draped, no. Yeah. Long draped. Heck yeah. That works. Alright, change the color. Dal has and always will be a redhead, but not super red. Right, good. Eyes. He's not going to be blind, he's not going to be hurt. They're going to be natural eyes. Color, eye color. Well, the original Dal was a Blood Elf Paladin, and they had green eyes, so... Yeah! Right. Check. Good. Eyebrows. Bushy. I like man eyebrows. I don't care what race they are. Color is going to match. I don't remember which red we did. That's probably close enough. Facial hair. I am allowed facial hair. They don't really have anything good. I don't know. I look pretty... The amazing stash. He looks like Tom Selleck! Tell me, thumbs up for Tom Selleck. The half-elven cleric. Right, I could do mutton chops. Now he looks a little like Elvis. Alright, we're gonna do that. Let's just double anchor. That looks good. I can live with that. It's close enough. It's not a goatee or anything, but it's gonna be, what was that, 5th one in I think we did? Something like that. Good enough, good. I could do the stubble goatee, but I think the stubble anchor looks better. I did stubble goatee. Right. Okay, good. Complexion. Cute, young, handsome. It changes a little bit. Middle-aged, weathered. They have a lot of customization for appearance, but it seems they might be a little lacking on customization for... Weathered looks good. Let's change my complexion, because Dal is always a pasty mofo. Always a really pasty mother clucker. Let's give him a... well, I don't want him to be too pasty this time. That's good. Alright, good, good, good. Tattoos. I don't think I want any tattoos. I know Rift... Dal had tattoos in Rift, but... Caw, caw! The crow! Oh! No, we're not going to have any. Gothic. Oh my... Just put some eyeliner on. Right, so none. Scars. Do I want that scar? Nose cut, maybe? No. Cheek? How about the cheek? No. Nope, no blemishes. Too awesome for that. Face scaling, yeah, so now it starts to get really in-depth. I mean, you can change your face scaling. Really, the only thing I think I want to change is, neck length a little bit. The head depth. I don't understand. Oh, yeah. That looks pretty good. Head height. That looks a little more normal. Head width. We wanted a little less. About there. Head size. It's good. Eyes height. Height on the eyes is good. Eye spacing. I like them a little closer together. There we go. Brow width. Yeah, wide brows. Brow height. Low. Right there. Okay, good. Nose. I think nose is good. Looks alright. Maybe a little bit more on the nostril size. Where is that? There it is. Up that a bit. Looks a little more... little less cheesy. Nostril height is fine. Length is fine. Mouth width is fine. Mouth height is fine. Lip fullness. Do I need to give him lipo... Does he need... What is it? Not liposuction. Oh, gosh. Sorry, plastic surgeon I am not. There we go. That looks pretty good. Jaw width. How's his jaw look? Could stand a little little chiseling, I think. That looks good. Jaw height. I don't... Yeah, you raise the jaw height and it looks like his chin disappears. Cheek size. Bring that down a bit. Yeah! Awesome. Alright, body shape. So let's zoom out a bit. Hide the armor. Slim. No. Toned. Sure. No, yeah. Actually, let's go slim. Because then we can always go with body scaling to change it. Change the shoulder width a bit. The chest width. Yeah. Chest depth. We have to go this way. Chest depth. Bring that out a bit. The waist width. Really? Oh, that's the width. Derp. Okay. There we go. Waist width. Yeah, let's keep that down there. Waist depth. That's kind of the pucker there. How does that look? Doesn't really move much. Well, that's the arm's length I'm playing with. Gosh, it's kind of hard to click on this. There we go. There. Look, almost, right. Good. Okay. Arm's length I think is good. Arm's bulk. Let's a little bit more. There we go. Hands. Thickness of the hands. He is part elephant, but I don't know. It just looks wrong to me a bit. It's okay. It's beta Dal. It's beta Dal. Legs. There we go. Bulk him a little bit. No, they're fine. I want big feet though. Huge size, huge thickness. Actually, length is good. All right, good. Right. So there we are. Let's show the armor. There he is. There's Dal. I like it. I like it a lot. Continue. Alright, so here we have the Sword Coast. We've got Baldur's Gate, Waterdeep, Luskan, Neverwinter. Over here we've got Mythdraenor and the Dale Lands, Cormyr and the Dragon Coast, Netheril. I'm going to probably pick Grey Vale, actually. A little bit of background, the High Forest. It's either that or the Dale Lands would be a good choice for a half-elf. Moonshays, maybe. But mostly would be another really good one. I'm going to be from and I'm going to be a hunter of monsters. Cleric, hunter of monsters. And I am going to pick Corellan. I know Sarge picked Corellan as well, probably because he saw the word elf and just said, okay, why, fine. He should have, being a warrior. I would probably have chosen, in his stead, Tempest, or, I don't know, maybe I should take Torm. Maybe I should take Torm. Tough choice. I think I'm gonna have to stick with Corellan though. He's a benevolent protector, Gauntlgrym. Alright. Good, good, good. There we go. Da-da-dum, dum, 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 dum. Pow! What? So right, yeah, follow us on Twitter. I think we're gonna start cranking out some of these pretty quick here. A week or so. We'll start doing some co-op.
Look out!
Oh my god! That's really loud! Jesus, turn that down. Holy crap.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm
Move around
cool.
using the WAS and
WASD movement. Right, F to talk to dude.
Move to
Thank the
private
gods.
Wilfred. Press
When I
F
saw the
when close
Dracolich
to talk
attack
to
the
him.
ship, I was afraid there'd be no survivors. What brings you to Neverwinter in such troubled times?
That
Sorry,
is my
didn't mean
business.
to pry. It's just, now's not a good time to be traveling here. As you may have noticed, Neverwinter is under attack. The necromancer
Valindra,
Valindra is assaulting the city with her undead legions. Search the
Such a
records along the
nerd
shore.
I am.
It's dangerous to go unarmed right now. When you finish, head up to the camp at the top of the hill. They've got a nice warm fire up there. You'll feel better once you've dried out.
Thanks, Holmes.
First path
You look
leads
a little
to
bit
your
like
next
Sigourney
objective.
Weaver.
Press C to
Sigourney.
toggle it on and off. Waypoints appear on the map to
I
mark
just
your
did.
quest's objectives.
Alar Moonshadow. Yeah. Alright, anyway, right, so yeah. Okay.
F to interact with characters and objects.
Oh, I'm not pressing the F button here. Take. Take.
Press I to open your inventory.
I don't
Double-click an
inventory.
item to equip it.
Double click to equip. Right. Check.
Press the Alt key to toggle mouse cursor and mouse look modes.
Mouse look.
The quest tracker displays current quest objectives.
Right, yeah. Quest objectives. Right, so it's like this is the way I gotta go. Yeah, controls are a little confusing at first. Oh, there's your look mode. The background is beautifully rendered, I must say. So that's pretty good. Ooh, little Minecraftia there. Double W.
Campfires are rest zones where out-of-combat players may heal.
Right. And that'll heal you. Yada yada yada. And I'm going to take this quest. And this is where we're going to leave off, I think.
Good to meet you.
This is where disaster took his.
It's good to see someone survive the attack on the ship. When you feel ready, please speak to me again. I'm afraid I need your help.
And I'm going to take battlefield triage.
Although we stopped Valindra's main force,
And I
the
will
battle is
accept
far
it
from
for-
over. The battlefield is crawling with mindless undead who lost their masters in the fighting. To make matters worse, the enemy is raising our dead to use against us. Acolyte Naaman is performing a ritual of Kelimvor to lay the newly dead to rest. That is sure to draw an attack here. I must stay and make sure Naaman finishes her ritual. Could you search the battlefield for any wounded we missed and send them here? After you finish with the wounded, go to Del McCourt's camp and tell him our situation.
You got it. I got your back. Alright. Lieutenant Linkletter. You can walk around a little bit. Some things you can interact with. Right. I guess I really want to go hit things with this holy symbol of mine. Apparently that's my weapon also. But, hey, whatever. I'm gonna camp here. And I'm just gonna wait. So, here we go. Character creation done. Corellan has a brand new cleric. And, hope you guys like it. We're gonna start very soon. That's, me, Sergeant Punishment, and Disaster Crafter. We're gonna kill stuff and fight off the undead and kick down doors, and I'm gonna end up healing the crap out of them. I'm gonna find it high adventure and all that other fancy schmancy jazz. Ooh, Neverwinter looks good. Hopefully I'll get used to the controls. They are a bit weird. We will, I'll link their channels in the description of the video if you guys want to watch their character creation separately. I will see you next time. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I got this awesome new trailer up, so you need to watch that because I had a fun half an hour putting that together. So digging through some old videos and things. But yeah, follow on Facebook, follow on Twitter, subscribe, like, favorite, all that fancy schmancy jazz. Comment, please. I have 0 comments, and I need input to know what people like. So I got Deaths, and it's a Z, not a Z. How do you spell that? This is gonna get bad. This is gonna get bad. All right. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.